Hello, everyone. Well, we are back with a very interesting session today, and we have not talked about this. We are talking about HRT, BHRT, confusing the heck out of everyone, but today is a very simple solution. Detox. When women are going through perimenopause, does detox work? What is detox? All these questions now are going to be answered by Dr. Murali. She's functional medicine MD and a health coach joining me live right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on, Amita. So I'm so happy to be here.
So let's just start with a definition of detox, and then, of course, in the context of a peri-menopausal woman here.
Okay, so detox basically is a normal functioning of every cell in our body. It's the ability for us to be able to get rid of unwanted biochemicals, right? So, and sometimes it could be internal, right? We have continuous breakdown of cell products when they break down and they regenerate new cells, right? So those kind of internal products are detoxified, medications are detoxified, things that we eat from the outside, right? Things that we eat like pesticides and plastics and so many other toxic substances are also broken down, but a lot of them get absorbed. So if somebody has a problem with a detox, incapacity to detox properly, and there could be many reasons, then we're going to get backed up with a lot of toxic substances that our body really doesn't want. And that can affect our cell functioning. That can affect our whole body in different ways. So that's just a short intro to detox. I usually compare detox to, when we collect trash in our homes, right? Once a week, we have a trash that comes by on the curbside and we drop it off. Now, just think about it. If 3 months, we don't have any trash collection going on, what happens is we pile up so much trash and we cannot move around. So that's what happens to the cells. They're not actually able to function normally because there's so much of toxic buildup that the health of the cell goes down.
Okay, so let's come to perimenopausal woman. Her hormones are now changing, progesterone going down, and there's sometimes estrogen dominance, all that stuff. How does this help her?
So we have a lot of studies that have been published. I mean, not personally myself, but there are a lot of research and interest being published on how these toxic chemicals, basically I'm looking at microplastics, we're looking at pesticides, and so many others that I can't even name, there's so many out there, and how they can affect our hormones. So many of them are actually called endocrine disruptors because they resemble, a part of the structure may resemble estrogen. A part of the structure may resemble a thyroid hormone. So what they do is they go on and they disrupt the whole hormonal system and cause hormonal imbalance. So let's take estrogen, for example, right? Estrogen has a receptor it has to bind to activate the cell so that it can function normally. And what happens to these receptors? They can be blocked by, now, let's say microplastics. Right? So if they change the configuration of the receptor, the hormones cannot bind to them, so they cannot be effective. So you may have normal hormones when you test your blood, but you can have a third party out there that's not being detected, right? So your body may sense excess estrogen when you may not be having true excess, estrogen. So now what's going to happen is you're going to gain weight. You'll have all these side effects of excess estrogen. So we want to balance that out by helping you detox that so that we have this imbalance that can be slowly balanced out. So that's one of the ways we do is by a detox.
Okay, so now the detox part is like there are a lot of different ways to detox. It's a completely new, very comprehensive topic.
Yeah.
But for our purpose today, is there like do you do Ayurvedic type of panchkarma or do you some other type of juice? What kind of detox are we talking about?
Yeah, so there's a lot of misconception that you want to just do juicing so that you can do a detox. But juicing or any kind of diet where you're just having liquids actually don't work because even the cells, right, to function need energy. So when you're juicing, you might not be providing all the nutrients your cells need to detox. Right? It's like if you have this car and you have a nice engine, but you don't pour gasoline, your car is going nowhere, right? So the cell functioning needs energy, detox needs energy. So what we do is we give a package that has all the nutrients to upregulate the detox capacity, because almost everyone who has problems with detoxing have some micronutrient deficiencies. So by giving them that and putting them on a diet, right, for usually our programs are 6 to 8 weeks long, they actually notice weight loss. A lot of our patients, when they go through the program, they notice weight loss, they notice less hot flashes, less depression, anxiety, better sleep, and there's a lot more benefits to getting healthy. And also during the detox program, we're teaching patients, or clients rather, on how to detox their home, how to look at what are you using in your kitchen, what do you use on your skin, because these are all things that get absorbed and eventually do lead to more imbalances in your hormones. So that's what we teach, is how to be healthy, not only from the inside, but also from the outside. So we would recommend, looking and getting rid of a lot of things that we don't pay attention to, start reading labels, start going green, and have more eco-friendly stuff that you can use on yourself.
Okay, so I think I can totally see a perimenopausal woman going through all these different symptoms, and you do the regular detox and she'll feel better. Now the question is, as the woman progresses and she reaches menopause, and we know the production of hormones are substantially lower, what is the recommendation at that time?
So we recommend detoxing not just once, because detox is a capacity to keep increasing. We are always constantly bombarded with a lot of toxins, right? Even for you and me, or for anyone, it's not about, do you have toxins? It's how much do you have? There's that many chemicals being used in our lives. So we want to sit and detox every year to balance it, because it's not about just taking hormones as a quick fix, right? I do agree hormones can help. I'm not saying it's anything bad. But if we can do things naturally, why not do that? Why not keep the cells healthy by detoxing regularly, which we actually recommend doing every quarter? I have patients that come in for a 6-week program and they want to stay in longer because they feel better, right? If you sleep better, you're feeling better, you're losing weight. I mean, what better way is there than just taking your diet to the next level, going for walks? So we are actually focusing not just on the diet. We're focusing on the total well-being, and this includes exercising at whatever capacity that person can do. We recommend getting good sleep, because sleep is a major driver of reduced detox capacity. So there are all these other factors that we look into while doing our detox program. And then we recommend doing it regularly and at least once a year if someone can't afford to do it longer. And the diet part can still be kept maintained, even if they're not getting all the nutrients. After our detox program, I would still recommend doing the diet, because that is a long-term good solution for balancing hormones.
Okay, all right. Well, this is a quick 10 to 15 minute session that we bring on a daily basis. Anything else you want to add on detoxification itself? Anything else, like a particular type of detox that you want to share? The way you do the detoxification is better than someone else who's recommending that?
Yeah, anyone who's providing nutrients with the diet, I think that's a more complete detox, rather than just taking some juicing and thinking that that's going to help. That really doesn't help. That actually backfires, because your cells are not getting the nutrients they need. So how can they detox, right? So we are actually getting many things done during the detox. One is we're reducing inflammation. Inflammation is one of the key problems that occur in patients having many hormonal disorders, even diabetes or anything else, right? So we want to reduce inflammation. We're actually looking at gut health. And when we give the diet, it's an anti-inflammatory diet. So that helps with the gut health as well. And people can sleep better. They have better productivity. When you can think better, you might have less brain fog. You may have less migraine headaches, which many of our patients say that they feel better. So I think in the long run, this is better to heal the cells from inside. That's what we do.
I think that's great, because a lot of women who are going through perimenopause are confused. They don't even know they're in perimenopause. That's number one. And then after that, they're confused as to what should they do? How should they start feeling better, right? And this is one of the things that has not been actually talked about much, that how detoxification can help a woman through perimenopause. So I think it's amazing the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, feel free to share your website or anything you like to share before we wrap up today.
Sure. Let me just put in the chats. And I'm actually just working on a course that will be accessible for everyone. So hopefully that comes in soon. So they can reach out and check my website. So that way, if there's something, they'll have the first know on what's happening.
Okay. And we are also launching programs for women going through different stages from perimenopause to postmenopause and beyond. So we will be launching them in the month of August. So stay tuned, and thank you everyone for supporting us every day. Thank you, Dr.
All right.
Murali.
Thank you so much for having us on. Yeah. Bye-bye.